Neck traction or cervical traction can be helpful for a variety of neck problems like stenosis, whiplash, arthritis, disc problems, and even pinched nerves, which is also known as cervical radiculopathy. It usually will get you short-term relief, but if you do exercises using this specific cervical traction device, then you might be able to actually get long-term relief. In this video, I'll be giving you my honest physical therapist opinion about the inflatable cervical traction device. So let me just show you some of the features on this. This has 3 bladders in it. I'll put it on and inflate it in just a second. And it's got these 2 Velcro straps that attach to the Velcro that's on the inside part of these bladder flaps here. And it's covered in very nice velvety material. And attached to the sides of the bladders, you can see here these tubes that there's 3 tubes, one for each bladder, and they converge on one tube, and this one tube connects to a bulb, and it's got a valve, a release valve right here, very much like a traditional blood pressure cuff, a sphygmomanometer. Now let me show you how to use this. So you're gonna put it on your neck. There isn't really an up or a down. There's a strap, there's a Velcro strip right here that this part goes to, and you would just put it on comfortably. It shouldn't be tight or pressing up against your throat here. There's the other strap right there. There you are. Then you take the bulb here, and I'm gonna shut it. It was open. And just start to inflate it. It starts to expand. I can feel it beginning to push on my head slightly, on the bottom of my jawline and the back of my head as well back here. All right, now it's lifting me just a bit. Okay, it's providing some traction now at this point, and I'm gonna just inflate it quite a bit. I can't turn my head very good anymore without pushing into the neck traction tool here. I'm just gonna keep going until I think that's about all I can take. Now, it's still comfortable. I could probably take more, but I'm getting a good amount of traction. I feel stretching in my neck at this point, and that's where you would take it to. So let me tell you about the pros of this device. I think that it's soft. I love the materials here. They're very soft against my skin, against my body. It's comfortable to wear, you know, as comfortable as something like this can be. I like the controls here and the way that you inflate it. And you would just turn this to deflate it, and you can easily make minor adjustments. So I love the control. You can add as much pressure as you want. Now, some cons, I think the simplest con is what I do with this here. I feel like it's just gonna dangle as I move around. Now, ideally, you're not gonna be walking around, but this is a great tool to use if you're at a desk or if you're just at home, so it wouldn't bother you too much. But I wish that I had a strap or maybe a piece of Velcro I can attach this to. I suppose I could modify it, but it would be nice if it came with somewhere to attach this. But let me give you my honest physical therapist opinion about this. I absolutely love this tool, especially if you have a disc problem in your neck, arthritis in your neck, stenosis problems, pinched nerves like cervical radiculopathy. This is fantastic. Oh, and whiplash as well, because this acts like a neck collar, like one of those traditional ones. It's hard and stiff, one that you would just strap on, and they don't really adjust. They just kind of hold your neck in place. It does that for you, but it also gives you the option to control how much pressure you want to give yourself so that you can adapt it over time, because in reality, as you heal, you need less traction, less support. And there comes a point where you need to do more exercise. And I like that I have some leeway, some give from the cushion of this. Now, sometimes you need to do exercises, and a simple exercise that I often have my neck patients do with any of those neck conditions that I mentioned is a chin tuck retraction motion. We call it a double chin. So if you kind of dig down like you're making a double chin, I can feel my neck muscles working right here behind my throat. And I love that this gives you just a little bit of resistance and kind of makes you move in the right direction because of the way that the cervical traction, the inflatable cervical traction tool here is supporting me. It makes me move in the direction that I need to. And the gap in the bladders here give me space for my chin to come down. So this is a very well designed tool to help me do my neck track, my cervical flexion, my deep neck flexor exercise that helps tremendously with taking pressure off the neck joints, but I'm also getting pressure off using this bladder. Now this is especially good for somebody who's got severe neck pain. Whether it's any of those conditions that I mentioned, if they're in a severe state of it where it's really flared up, their neck's hurting quite a bit, and they can't sleep at night, they're having trouble just being able to concentrate throughout the day, this tool is going to be fantastic. If you have to travel as well, if you have neck problems, I think this is a good option instead of one of those traditional travel neck pillows, because you can adjust this. And even with those traditional neck pillows, they're not this big typically, and so your head kind of flops over, and if your neck stays in a flopped over position, even though there's a pillow there, it might aggravate somebody who's already got an aggravated neck. So because you can inflate this quite a bit to where it straightens up your neck, I like this a lot for somebody who has to travel, who has neck trouble. Now these are very affordable. You can get them off of Amazon. That's where I got this one. I've put a link in the description below here, this video, so you can find it and see if you want to purchase one if you're somebody who's suffering from severe neck problems and you're looking for a way to get traction on your neck. Now there's other tools out there for neck traction. I used to recommend one that you hang over a door and you fill with water, and that one does work very well. It's just a little bit cumbersome with everything, and there's advantages to it actually compared to this one. But I think the advantage of being able to take this with you, not be stuck to a door, and be able to control the amount of pressure this gives you kind of outweighs the advantages of one of those over the door ones. And I also like this a lot compared to the ones that are in medical offices. Usually there's big machines where they'll pull you, or sometimes they're over the rigs that hang up overhead where they attach you, and that gives you some cervical traction as well. And those are very effective for the right person in the right condition, but you can't take that with you. It's fixed in the facility that you're at. You have to go there to use it, obviously. So I like this option a lot because you benefit, usually if you need traction, you benefit from it the more you can use it until you start getting relief enough to be able to do exercise. So being able to take it with you is a huge advantage. Hey, if you're meeting me for the first time, my name is Dr. David, and I'm a specialist physical therapist at El Paso Manual Physical Therapy. And on this channel, we make helpful videos with exercises, stretches, advice, and tips for a variety of problems. We have a ton for neck problems as well. I've linked some playlists in the description below for common neck problems that we have solutions for, that we have advice and exercises for. So if you're suffering from any of those issues, go check that out in the description, and I hope that you can benefit from it. Thanks so much for watching. Please don't forget to give us a thumbs up, subscribe so that you don't miss out on any of the helpful videos we put out every week, and turn on your notifications. Thank you. I'll see you in the next video. Bye-bye.